So what actually is a 15-minute city? What are low traffic neighborhoods? And a low air zone, clean air zone, and a clean air zone, an ultra low emission zone. What the fuck are all these different terms and what do they all mean? Well, essentially, you put them under an umbrella of they're trying to take away freedoms from the people under the guise of virtue. Just like how in the past 3 years, you would take the jab to save your granny. We want to save Ukraine, so we better send them money and tanks and all this shit. That's how virtue is being weaponized to control the population so that certain powers can roll out their agenda and the further enslavement of the human race continues on. However, if you are a wise, awakened being, we can do stuff about it, we can resist, we can fight back, and we become better people so we don't have to accept this bullshit. So 15-minute city, you could call that 15-minute tyranny. They want to restrict freedom of movement, and they're using this pretty little label that, yeah, you can have everything you want in a 15-minute walk, whatever, you know, you won't be able to leave this 15-minute area unless you've got a pass and you probably need about 20 jabs, but at least you can walk to the shop in 15 minutes. You won't need a car anymore, by the way. We're going to do away with cars. That'll be fine, because you'll be within 15-minute cities of everything. You won't be able to leave unless you show the COVID pass, vax passport thing, and you've got 20 jabs all up your arm. Like they have in China. There's actually examples of that. You can see footage of how far it's gotten in certain places of China. Doesn't mean it has to happen here though. Low traffic neighborhood, you could just rephrase that as local tyrannical network. Basically they want to get rid of cars once again, but they're doing it in such a ridiculous way that they're going to put the traffic, instead of going this way, they're going to put it over here, and for some reason that's going to ease congestion for everybody, when in fact there's still the same amount of cars that want to get to the same sort of place, and they're still going to be taking the route that they want to get there. It's just now they might go a little bit longer, and it might be a bit more of a fuel cost and a bit annoying to the local residents. The same, clean air zone's quite a good one, because who doesn't want clean air, right? Everybody wants clean air. However, once again, the virtue is being weaponized to remove freedom, and that's essentially what they want to do with a clean air zone. It's not very different to a low traffic neighborhood. It's just got a kind of a nicer name to it, because it's kind of hard to disagree with clean air, right? But when you look beyond it, you can see that it's just more tyranny being rolled out under a pretty different label. So you've got all of these different zoning acronyms. But if anybody ever, you see that they're online and they're like, where's a 15-minute city? Point them to this video and they can get an understanding of how the government's using tyranny to weaponize and take away our freedoms. Because it's not new facilities that are being built. It's not like these towns and cities are being improved to the point where you just will be so glad that all of that stuff is so close by. What's being installed? Cameras. Fucking cameras. Everywhere, as if we haven't already got enough cameras. I think we're like second to China on the amount of CCTV and security cameras that we have everywhere. And they want more cameras. Motherfuckers. So that's what's being installed first. It's not the improvement of the facilities. It's the improvement of the surveillance state. Fuck them. Fuck 15-minute cities. Fuck low traffic neighborhoods. Fuck the ultra low emission zone. And we recently had a major victory against all of this bullshit here in the UK, and that's because of amazing people like you. The central funding for these schemes has been obliterated, so we're going to see how the council's going to try and wrangle this, but it doesn't mean we're at the end of the fight. We just had a victory. Keep going, you amazing people.